Hi everyone, welcome to Excel Module 7. We have the training available for Module 7, and before you complete any exercises or assignments out of the textbook, please preview the Excel spreadsheet purpose and pointing devices PowerPoint first, and as soon as you complete that, go to assignments, and the first assignment that you'll do for Module 7 is a practice one. It's not out of the textbook, and it is labeled Excel Practice Exercise Module 7. So go ahead and open up that worksheet and we'll get started in Excel. Enable editing. So in this is a workbook, and the book is called Excel Practice Exercise Module 7. And down at the bottom you have what are called sheets. Normally it's just one sheet, but I have actually 3 sheets in this one workbook. And I named them Marley's and Autofill. I also color-coded the tabs. Normally in worksheets in Excel, you just have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. If you right-click on sheet 1, that's where you can rename it, or you can change the tab color. So in sheet 1, you'll automatically start in A1, column A, row 1. This is the name block, so if I click somewhere else, I'm now in L12. If I click somewhere else, I'm in H17. Control Home will always get you back to A1. Just type your first name, and then with this open plus, hover over till you get to the tiny little green box in the corner of the active cell, and it changes to a thin plus sign. Just drag it across and let go, and then drag it down and let go. And it doesn't matter how long you go, to what letter, how many rows, that's fine. We're just practicing with the cells and selecting. So if I wanted to select a range, I start with the open block plus, hold and drag. So that's a range. If I hover to the green edge, the border, it changes to 4 arrows. When I hold and drag, I move it. And then if I do the same thing with another range, hold and drag, and then hover to the edge, hold and drag somewhere else. And then if I want to do another range, I'm trying to make a smile face, and drag that across. A little smile face, a little crooked, but that's okay. We're just practicing with highlighting. Now again, if I wanted to make more, I select the range and then drag across. That's called the fill handle, and I can even drag up, drag down. That's the fill handle. Now if you drag a section and you want to keep it there and still move it, you would use Control, and you keep it in one place and move it to another. So the open plus is when you're selecting a range, and notice the first one's not shaded, but it is selected because you can tell by the green border. So to select a range, use the open plus. If you want to make more of something, the fill handle, and make the cell active, go to the little green box in the corner and drag it down. Alright, so let's try. Go ahead and Marley's. And this assignment is already started for you in Excel. Basically, this is how you want to format it so it's more eye-appealing. But we're going to complete this, this worksheet first. Column B has suppliers, and the one that you're active in right now, B7, it should be continuation with Florida. So I'm just going to type a lowercase f, and it knows I want Florida Fruit Nation, so I'll press enter. J for Jackson, done. Hawaii, H, done, and one more, Florida, and I'm done. So that auto-complete is an excellent feature. Click in E4. There's the name box, E4. So what I would like to do for a calculation is to take how many are sold, 490, at the price of $59.95. So this is going to be a multiplication. All formulas must start with equals. I'm going to select C4, or I could actually type C4. The asterisk is multiply, and again I could either click D4 or type D4. Either way, both cells that I've selected for the range are highlighted. In this column here, E4, the active cell, you can see the formula. It also appears up in the top, which is called the formula bar. When I press enter, it'll calculate it for me. So if I were to go back up into this cell where my answer is, and if I wanted to know what did I type for the formula, it appears up here, the formula bar. And here's just the answer. So if you wanted to do the formula again, equals, now we're on row 5, C5 times D5, and enter. Of course, there's a shortcut. If you go into where, I'm going to delete this, go back to my first answer, and if you hover over to that little fill handle and drag it down, it'll fill all of the rows for you. So in here are just your answers, but if you look up into your formula bar, it's C4 times D4, C5 times D5, C6 times D6. So it's changing by rows, but it's always multiplying C times D. And that's called relative cell reference. So I'm going to click in quantity sold, which is C11, and I would like a total of all of the items sold. Alt, hold it down, and press the equals. And it gives me a formula, equals sum, everything above, which would be C4 through, colon means through, C10, enter. I don't need a total here, so I'll hop over to E11. Alt equals, and again, equals sum, E4 through E10, and enter. Now we'll go into the last one, autofill handle. So on this one, 1 through 12 has already been shown for you. This is a sample. And I would like you to have the same formatting on the bottom half. And you're going to use all fill handle. So this is just an exercise to show you what capabilities Excel has. So if I'm in quiz 1 right now, I'm going to hover to the little green box, which is the fill handle, and as I drag down, it's quiz 2, quiz 3, go all the way to quiz 12 and let go. Click in January. I want all the months of the year, so go ahead into the fill handle, drag down. Now if you get to, you notice that it shows you every month. When you get to December, it goes back around to the January, February, and so forth. Okay, Monday, go ahead and go all the way. When you get to Sunday, it starts the week over again, but we'll stop at Sunday. Test 1, go all the way to test 12. Now this one, I have miles per hour 50 and then miles per hour 60. So if I were to fill handle, I'm going to get 61, 62. I actually want it to go by tens. So what I have to do is select both of them, then fill handle, and it'll go by tens, 50, 60, 70, so forth. Beats per minute, I want them to go by 20s. So select both of them and then fill handle. And it should go all the way to beats per minute 320. This is by coins, quarters. Select both of them with the open plus and then fill handle. And the next one, I just want you to see what happens when we end the month of November. It'll automatically start December. Same thing here. If I were to go in 2001, I will get all 2001. So I need to select both of them and then use the fill handle. And the last one, I want it to rotate blood pressure, pulse rate, respiratory. So select all 3 and then fill handle. And there you have it. 3 completely different worksheets. Again, sheet 1 will have anything that you have, as many of your name all over the worksheet is fine. Marley's, you should have your correct answers, and the autofill. Save and submit. Thank you.